The thoughts and opinions expressed on Friendly Fire Mornings are totally those of KGRG FM and Green River College.
No, we're not.
We are a legitimate news source.
Girl, please.
Excellent entertainment source.
Psych.
And an award-winning show.
I think our award's in the mail.
Really, it's just noise you wake up to, like getting a buttload of text from a group messaging or a jackhammer on a sidewalk. So don't take what we say on air seriously, because we might suck at this.
It certainly does suck.
All right, and so it's time to start this dog and pony show again. You're listening to KGRG FM, today's rock in HD, KGRG FM, KGRG FM HD1 Auburn, also broadcasting on your good old K207 AP Sumner Lake Taps on 89.3 FM, and in your ear holes on your iHeart Radio, pretty much wherever you go in North America.
Woot woot.
Yeah, so shout out to iHeart Radio, and welcome to Friendly Fire Mornings, everybody. We are starting the show with a little bit of a different cast today. We're missing Snug. Dr. Nathan, what happened to Snug?
Well, Snug is currently swimming over the Panama Canal, but he'll be here very soon.
Oh, he is? I didn't know he had that kind of stamina or strength.
Well, yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
Why would you just assume that he wouldn't?
Because...
Seems awful rude of you.
Well, no, I mean, I
could
don't...
Could you, like, have faith in people?
I could have faith in people, but right now, I don't even have faith in holding down, in myself.
Well, you also don't have faith in me because I showed up here, 10 minutes ago.
No, see, that's the thing. I totally had faith that you were going to show up. I mean, show up.
Oh, eventually.
Yeah, eventually you're going to be here. So
yeah.
No need to fret. Welcome to the show, everybody. If you're streaming us live on KGRG.com, or if you're tuned into iHeartRadio, or if you're just in your car on the good old 167, you're going to work on this beautiful Tuesday. And yeah, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. Buttercup.
Hey, how's it going?
You have this radiant smile on your face that just begs, listen to me, I have something to say.
Well, there's this god-awful fly in here.
Oh, what do you know?
The fly.
The demon fly of KGRG is still up here, apparently. We spent how long yesterday? Probably a good
half hour.
90 seconds trying to kill that fly,
and he survived. Maybe it's a new brood of flies. They've taken up residence in the AM studio.
Even the giant fire that I started to try to kill him, that just set off the fire alarm. No, that's not what happened.
That's totally not what happened.
It was the dust in the fence.
Yeah, the darn dust.
Yeah, darn dust.
So we also have our intern Becky Sue. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we also have the Snug stand-in here. Director Dave has stopped by.
Just when you thought you had all the cast members down, we changed the questions. Rest in peace, Piper.
Yeah. We do want to send a special shout out to the family and the fans and all the friends really of Roddy Piper who died. What was it, yesterday?
On Saturday.
Yeah, he died on Saturday. I'm surprised we didn't even cover that in Trolling the A-List yesterday. But anyway, yeah, shout out to Roddy Piper. Thanks for the memories, my bra. And we have a pretty good show for you today. So, so don't feel like you didn't tune in for nothing, because, you're going to get something, at least. Well,
you'll get something, all right.
You might have to dig a bit, but, it'll be there.
We're going to get this fly, though.
Yeah.
We are going to get it this time.
I am so determined. Oh, my gosh.
The fly will die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Whether Snug's here or not. So, yeah. But, hey, Becky Sue, at least you don't have to, dodge his slaps of fury.
Yesterday I had to.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't go home with a black eye, because he was actually flailing. He was gesticulating madly over there. So anyway, we have Trolling the A-List that's coming your way at 7:15. We have a very special edition of the Great Debate that's coming your way in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll do traffic and weather. We have an extra 8 at 8 today. We got all your headlines, and we're going to be covering some pretty awesome stuff. So you want to keep it tuned right there. Director Dave, I wanted to say thank you for stopping by the way.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, you're welcome. But didn't corporate send you over here to just kind of check up on us because they knew Snug was going to be late?
That may or may not be true. I cannot divulge that right now.
Damn.
So, corporate. Director Dave, tell us a little bit at our improvements and the things going on in corporate right now.
Well, Brent's not here.
Yeah, well, that's not corporate. I mean, this is just one of the branches of Friendly Fire. But tell us about arguably the main branch. I think that you should up our budget, but that's besides the point.
We have money? Yeah, we get
Friendly Fire Incorporated.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a buttload of money. It's all the money that we got from the internet and from the box office.
Oh, you guys made the movie?
Yeah, no, we didn't make the movie. We just stole some of their money.
Oh, okay.
I think
that's fair
Friendly
enough.
Fire made
pass.
the movie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
trust us. We're gonna use that money to fund the Friendly Fire movie.
However, I have to say, are we going to be able to get our sponsor Cheese back?
Cheese, I think, is on a permanent hiatus, my man. I have no idea what happened to Cheese.
Yeah,
Ben,
Cheese-
excuse me, I'm talking to Director Dave. Sir, please continue.
Yeah, Cheese is not happy with the way that you are portraying it. So,
But we've only portrayed it in the way that they've ever wanted.
well, it's not cheesy enough.
Oh.
Wait a minute. All right, hang on a sec. Dave gets it. All right. Congratulations. You just earned your first funny polka, hit.
Yay!
All right, and it'll be another, let's see, it'll be in another 8 months before you get another one.
I gotta take it while I can, right?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so yeah, that's what's coming up on the show. So you want to keep it tuned right here to KGRG because why? Well, because we're today's Rockin' HD, and we're pretty good at kicking ass and playing awesome music. So don't go away. We're gonna play some music and we're gonna pay some bills. Friendly Fire will be right back. So what are we doing? Dragon fruit?
Yes.
Okay. Let's dragon fruit it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dragon fruit.
It!
We suck at that. Don't go away. Friendly Fire, we'll be right back. We got some Less Than Jake for you. This is Late Night Petroleum on KGRG. Call us in the studio at 253-833-5004 and you can make your music request and get your song on the air. It's now time for Friendly Fire to say
Hasta la vista, baby.
to what we call the
Old and busted.
and we'll say to what we call the
New heights.
For all you know, it invites people to rob it.
Hey, welcome back to Friendly Fire Mornings on KGRG. Today's rock in HD. So Director Dave has retired to his smoking jacket and hookah lounge, and Snug has finally joined us. Good morning, dude.
Good morning, man. My corporate meeting ran way too long this morning. I was like, guys, I gotta go do a show. And they're just like, no, corporate. That's all you have to say is just corporate. And I'm like,
Well, you've been defeated.
Yeah, you really have. You're just I don't know. You're in the corporate cycle now, man. It's just
I
part
wanna
of
be
life.
free of the corporate, man. They're holding me down.
Okay, this is the first time you've said that in the history of our show.
Yeah, it's true. I want to be free from corporate.
Okay.
But I know that I can never be free.
I just envisioned you as Genie from Aladdin.
I want to be free from corporate. Set me free.
Actually, I have to give you a sock for you to be free.
Yes.
Article of clothing, to be more specific.
Master has given Snug a sock. Snug is free.
Okay, I just have one word for that. Ew. Yeah. So it's time for Say Hi, Say Goodbye. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at a couple of news stories, and we'll talk about them for a minute because, that's kind of what we get to do when we have the microphone and you don't. And then we'll say goodbye to the old and busted and hello to the new hotness. What we want you to do is we want you to go to our Facebook page. That's Friendly Fire Mornings. And first you give it a like because, we kind of have to satisfy our vanity. And then you find our most recent posts, and we'll go into story number 1. And this one involves Donald Trump. Hey guys, just in case you didn't know it, you don't follow politics, because it's boring as hell. There are now 24 people running for president, 24 individual campaigns of everybody that wants that sweet gig.
Yes, sirree.
And they get, think about this. If they get 6 more, we could actually have a Royal Rumble for president.
Heck yeah.
Because it's 30 dudes, right? Director Dave, am I right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. The Royal Rumble is 30. So we just need I don't know, 6 more cats. So who can we get in there?
Just join up. Listeners out
Who
there.
can we get in there? Ooh, this is great.
we could get
first of all, I think it's time for Biden to actually step up and no longer vice.
No.
He's going to be straight up president.
Biden's already in the race. Okay.
What?
Yeah. We probably need to throw Mark Zuckerberg in there. Zuckerberg
Why didn't he
probably
tell
wants to
me
be
that?
president.
Why didn't Biden tell me that?
Well, that's probably because he's
from him.
keeping his campaign on the down low. He's waiting for Bernie Sanders to take down Hillary Clinton before he jumps in to save the day.
Well, that makes me feel better.
So anyway, Donald Trump is in the mix in the Republican Party. He says he has some pretty good ideas. What he did 2 weeks ago at a rally in South Carolina, he ended up giving out the cell number to U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham to a crowd while he was giving the speech. While being taped for TV, and the senator was not too happy about that. So let's see. I think I have a clip for you. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Anyway, this is this is just the new low in American politics. Here, have a listen to this.
So Lindsey Graham says to me, please, whatever you can do. And he gave me his number. I wrote the number down. I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it. 202-228-0292. So, I don't know. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He actually.
Can we try calling right now?
We can, but it's not recommended.
Interview. Let's do an interview right now, live over air. Come on. We're DJs. We're newscasters.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that what we're gonna, even if we dial the number right now, it goes straight to voicemail. I mean, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, shucks.
Okay. So anyway, in response to that, the media outlet Gawker.com did this last night. While we were sleeping, they published Donald Trump's cellular number.
Okay, let's call Donald right now.
You were able to do that up until about 6 hours ago when AIDS finally stopped answering the phone and it went straight to voicemail, and now the voicemail box is full. Trust me, I tried.
Dang.
Yeah.
I feel like he would just answer the phone with, "You're fired." That's what I'd do if I was Donald Trump. You'd be like, "I got the right number."
All right. Yeah. But then you don't get to share anything with him. He just says, "You're fired." Click.
It'd still be a cool experience to be fired by Donald Trump from nothing.
Well, yeah, I guess so. If that's your goal, is just to troll Donald Trump and end up getting trolled yourself.
I think trollception.
I think Trump is taking any press is good press way too far right now.
Yeah, he's swinging at every pitch. Anyway, you can see the number that the blogger. So what is this guy's name? Sam Biddle. He's a blogger for Gawker, and he posted it up on Twitter for everyone to see. What we did is we copied and pasted his post, and we put it up on our Facebook page for you. Apparently, Trump's got like 9 different phones, and he's got like 9 people answering them for him. So
I believe it.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like their numbers get released, and then the next day or like an hour after the numbers released, they're just like, "Oh, just change my number," or like get a whole new phone. They can probably do that. Let me take a measly amount from my campaign budget here.
Yeah,
a measly amount. It's not even it's nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Millions of dollars from that war chest and in the war chest, and $99.99 for a new phone because your opponent gave out your number.
Yep.
So we're saying goodbye to mudslinging and hi to the new low in politics, and that's just making them get a new cell number. For story number 2, do you guys know who this Robbie Maddison dude is? I say the name Robbie Maddison. What do you think?
Billy Madison's brother. I'm
Buttercup,
sorry.
you win. Yeah, you win today's show.
That's absolutely correct.
It's so good to be back after being sick. I think I have sick brain right now.
I think you just won the peanut butter jelly sandwich for door number 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Robbie Maddison, he's a stunt bike rider from Australia, and that probably means he's looking for ways to kill himself. Not all adrenaline junkies do that. He's just from Australia, and everything in Australia tries to kill you.
It's true.
Yeah.
He's used to it.
Yeah.
Especially when you try to surf waves in Tahiti on a motocross bike.
What?
Oh, you know what? I actually saw this.
Yeah.
I saw this video.
I didn't mispronounce or say it wrong. He surfed while on a motocross bike.
Was he on a motocross bike?
Surfing.
On a surfboard?
No.
He was just on a motocross bike.
Yeah, he modded this bike, and then he took it out on the ocean, and he was actually surfing the wave while going like 40 miles an hour.
Right there, man.
The video is already up to 2.5 million views in the last 2 days.
It's pretty crazy. It's kind of reminding me of how, like, I don't know if you guys know, but a snowmobile can do the same thing over water. If you're getting enough speed, you can just travel over the surface. It's pretty cool. It kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, and you can also take a snowmobile just, out in the dirt.
It's true. It's not recommended because you'll kind of ruin the front little
You will.
skis, but you can do it. You can technically fly one if you get a high enough jump. I mean,
Yeah.
for a little bit, and then you won't be flying for long.
That's true. You know what? Let's go fly in some snowmobiles.
That's a bad idea.
If I do that today, I'd die a happy man. This is really kind of bringing to light how snowmobiles and jet skis and motocross bikes and I guess one-man helicopters that we were talking about yesterday, the whirlybirds.
Yeah.
Those whirly birds.
Yeah.
The whirlybirds.
They're all kind of crossover vehicles. Here's a dude that is riding waves on a motocross bike when he could have just simply used a jet ski. You can take a snowmobile out on the dirt. You can also take a one of those snowmobiles out on the water. What are we going to think of next?
I just got this mental image of this. Was it Robbie Maddison?
Robbie Maddison.
Yeah, Robbie Maddison.
Yeah.
I got a mental image of him on a surfboard on like a motocross track, just like
He's just like
trying to like move himself.
I can't move as fast
Doesn't work both ways.
No, it really doesn't. And I just wanted to say, dude, get a jet ski. So we're saying goodbye to the old X Games because no one tunes in, even though it's on ESPN every year. We're going to say hi to the newest event in adrenaline junkie competitions, moto-surfing. And again, dude, just get a jet ski.
Yeah, use the right tool for the job. Come on, seriously.
Speaking of using the right tools for the job, you want to connect with the show. You got something to say. You need to get something off your chest. How about we give you the avenues to do so? First off is our anti-social text line. You can text the show at 253-693-8323.
Absolutely. Or you can call us in the studio at 253. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the number. Becky Sue, can you help me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 253-833-5004.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Becky.
Oh, wow, you guys. Such a great tag team over there. And of course, you can check out our Facebook page. That's Friendly Fire Mornings at facebook.com.
Yep.
Stop going to Twitter, guys.
Yeah, and it's not the Facebook either.
Yeah, it's no longer the Facebook, and it's HTTPS //
You don't just thumbs up at the screen and then it likes something. You have to click the button.
Yes.
Come on.
You can't just talk to your computer. You have to actually use the mouse and keyboard. It's not the future
Do you think
yet.
that Siri can search us?
Well, no, but Cortana probably can.
Yeah, Cortana knows all, so.
Yeah, plus Bing is probably the most comprehensive search engine. I'm sorry. I can't even say it.
Nope. Dolphins.
Dolphins. Koala bears. Look at us.
Yeah, do us a big favor. Why don't you and pull over to the side of the road if you want to send us a text and open up your Facebook app in your smartphone or your tablet or whatever it is that bulge in your pocket is. You know, as long as you got one.
It's a sock.
It's not a sock. Okay.
Buttercup, what is that?
It's his phone. Okay.
Right,
Let him let him pull his phone out of his pocket.
His
Okay.
deep pockets.
Yeah. Well,
Okie dokie then.
we know where your mind's going. Yeah, how about you go ahead and give that page a like. That's Friendly Fire Mornings on Facebook, and we're gonna play some music for you. We'll be right back after we grab some burritos because we need burrito power to finish this show. This is Beautiful Bodies with their new cut, Capture and Release. Friendly Fire. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Today's episode of the Friendly Fire Morning Show is brought to you by credit cards, pleasing your woman with only 3.5 inches of plastic goodness.
Hey, it's your buddy Benjamin from Friendly Fire Mornings, and it's time to do a little traffic and weather report. Why? Because we broadcast live from Green River Community College here in beautiful Auburn, Washington, and we are kind of, well, in the business of keeping you educated and informed, because we know that when you're educated, you're going to make better decisions, and when you make better decisions, you're going to listen to Friendly Fire Mornings every Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 a.m., and we're going to poke our head out the window here. It is 60 degrees outside the KGRG studios, but it ain't going to stay that way for very much longer. As soon as those clouds burn off, right around 11 o'clock, we're going to get to a high today of, well, in the high 70s, almost 80 degrees. Our high today is right on the button at 80 degrees. Worst case scenario, or best case scenario, depending on how you look at it, it'll get down to about 55, but that's not going to be until like very early in the morning tonight. So just look for just some scattered clouds, and other than that, 0% chance of rain, so enjoy your day, whatever you make of it. And we'll check our cars right now. We have no blocking incidents until you get closer to Seattle on I-5 northbound. We will tell you there's a disabled vehicle blocking the left center lane just north of Michigan Street, and that's probably why we're seeing our Federal Way into Seattle commute now 61 minutes. You can save a whole bunch of time if you hop in that HOV lane. Again, that's Federal Way into Seattle, 61 minutes. Auburn to Renton on the 167 looking pretty solid right now, 20 minutes right now from Auburn to Renton, and just some slowing coming from Enumclaw into Auburn, and we're actually looking okay on I-5 northbound through Tacoma and through the curve up into Federal Way. That's your traffic and weather report brought to you by your buddies at Friendly Fire Mornings. We're going to play some music while we wait for the 8 o'clock hour to roll around. In the meantime, guys, I want to tell you something. We love listener interaction here at KGRG. It's one of the reasons why we've been on the air for over 25 years, and we're probably going to be on the air for another 25. If you keep those calls to the request line rolling in, that number to call is 253-833-5004. You can make your request of this ginormous library of awesome music that we have, and whether you want the metal, whether you want the ska, whether you want punk, or whether you want whatever's kicking butt in our rotation, just make your request, buddy. That number to call again is 253-833-5004. We're going to hit the lights with their cut the reel right now. KGRG FM, KGRG FM HD1 Auburn, also broadcasting on K207 AP Sumner Lake Taps on 89.3 FM, and of course on iHeartRadio pretty much everywhere you are. Hey, welcome to the 8 o'clock hour on Friendly Fire Mornings, everybody, and it's 8 o'clock, which means it's time for... Headlines! Headlines are coming your way. Becky Sue, you want to lead us off?
Donald Trump hires Hulk Hogan as campaign PR manager.
Yeah, that'll work.
Rescuers heroically help beached garbage bag back into ocean.
The United States vows to defeat whoever it is we're at war with.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, that's something we're good at. CNN USA Today polls show that Americans hated dentists even before they started killing lions.
It's official. Drugs just won the war on drugs.
Yay! Adobe won Kenobi. Update the Force, Luke.
An alarming study finds that 60% of Americans don't know where their next value meal is going to come from.
Oh, that's just sad. Donald Trump says he pays his bills religiously by writing the checks and praying none of them bounce.
Putin didn't think relations with a prostitute were going to be so emotionally fulfilling.
Oh my gosh. The Mormon Church will be releasing more historical documents to keep Trey Parker and Matt Stone going for a few more years.
Yeah! Woo!
Scientists have discovered that this recent heat wave we've had here in the Northwest is linked to temperatures.
Wow. That's deep, bro.
Yes.
Science.
Research shows that 6 out of 7 dwarves are technically not happy.
And finally, Biden tells the press while leaving the cinema, one can't simply see a Marvel movie without being blazed out of your mind.
I was expecting something different. I don't know why.
Hey, it's Biden watch here on Headlines, all right? He's got something new for us every day.
Crazy Biden, you never know what he's going to do.
You got to give him credit. I mean, that's original material, man.
Yeah.
And speaking of original material, guys, it's time for the Extra 8 at 8. What I want everybody to do is I want you to whip out your smartphone or your tablet, and I want you to open up the Facebook app, or if you just use it in the mobile browser like I do, to save about 80 megabytes of space on your phone, by the way. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod. You go to the Friendly Fire Mornings Facebook page and you check out our most recent post, which is the Extra 8 at 8. And it's got a bunch of pictures on houses up there for a very good reason, because if you're thinking about buying a house, how about you get it now before the Fed ups interest again? But if you're thinking about building a new home just to piss somebody else off, you're not the first. Here now are the Extra 8 houses built out of spite.
What?
Houses built out of spite.
Elaborate.
I've never heard of that material.
Okay, a spite house is...
I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh, snug.
What's up, bitches? You may continue.
Okay, cool. A spite house, for those of you that don't know, is a building that you erect just to annoy annoy the crap out of somebody.
Yeah.
Right? So, that's basically what a spite house is. That's what a spite house is. It's not a spice house. It's a spite.
Ooh, so like
spice
the little
house.
shack I built next to Nathan's house so I could spy on him better?
That's a love shack.
No, it's not.
Baby love shack.
Baby love shack.
Buttercup, that was epic. That was just epic. All right, so we're going to go to the Extra 8. These are the top 8 houses that were built out of spite. We take a look at picture number 1, and that is called the Alameda Spite House, and that was put up in California around the turn of the century. It was built about 100 years ago. And it was when the city was going to turn that part of that lot into a street. So the owner of the property built an extra house right next to his that was only 10 feet wide to make the new street, well, impossible, and to keep, horse-drawn carriages away from that side of his building.
Wait, so it's owned by the same homeowner, correct?
It was when it was put up.
When it was put up, yeah.
People still live in it now, and both of those houses have different tenants. But
interesting.
Yeah, that is a landmark. If you ever go down to Alameda County, which is Oakland and I think San Francisco too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
San Jose is not in it, but anyway, the actual city of Alameda is a pretty cool place to go and visit. And if you ever find yourself down in that area, check out the Alameda Spite House.
I think it's cute. I would live there.
All right. Out of spite?
Absolutely. But I think it's just a cute house, too.
Yeah.
I just like saying Alameda.
Alameda? All right. Well, Alameda and Catalina, two different things.
Oh.
I'll have the Alameda.
The Alameda omelet.
The Alameda omelet. All the meat omelet.
It's full of Vitamita Vegemin or something like that. House number 7 is called the Hollinsbury Spite House, and that's in Alexandria, Virginia. In 1830, the owner of the two big houses built the small house in what used to be an alleyway in between the two of them to keep horse-drawn carriages and loiterers away from his property. If you ever get to go inside, you can actually see the brick walls in the living room even have gouges from wagon wheel hubs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of people having problems with horse-drawn carriages.
Well, that's because a lot of these houses were put up
those
before.
There's a lot of drunk driving too.
Drunk horses?
Yeah, drunk horses.
horseback riding.
This baby's got 4 horsepower.
The riders weren't drunk.
The horses were.
They're feeding the horses too many fermented apples.
Hey, 100 years ago, heroin and cocaine were available over the counter. So take that.
I was born in the wrong decade.
Yeah. No, I think you were born in absolutely the right decade. Okay, because that was before the FDA. House number 6 on the Extra 8 at 8. This one is called the Cambridge Spite House, and it's in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The story behind this house is actually interesting. In 1908, the owner of this land, he got hella mad because his neighbor wouldn't buy the land for what he thought was a good price. So instead of selling the land at a reduced price, he just built a house that measured only 8 feet wide, and it is now a tourist attraction right outside of MIT.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. House number 5, that's really all I have on that one. It's just, it's a small house.
It's not that cool. It's just still just very spiteful.
Yeah, it is. Well, this is, remember, back when a term like spite was used with conviction.
I will spite you.
He would first you spite, then you smite.
There you go.
House number 5 on the Extra 8 at 8. This one is called the Marblehead Spite House. And Marblehead, believe it or not, is the name of a town in New England. I forget where it is. Sorry, it's Marblehead, Massachusetts. To say that you're from Marblehead just garners so many jokes. You're leaving yourself real open to that. Anyway, the Spite
Nice and
House.
shiny.
Yeah. There's no validity.
Reminds me of Gator.
Oh, Gator! Shout out to Gator!
Marblehead Gator.
Marblehead Gator.
I know somewhere he's preparing to kill me.
Yeah. Well, that's how he spends most of his day anyway.
That's true.
Very true.
The Marblehead Spite House is, like I said, it's in Maryland. There's no validity of the claim, but the local legend is that the house was inherited by 2 brothers. One got more money than the other, so the jaded brother decided to build on his half of the property so it blocked the other's view of the popular tavern that was right across the street. And that's why the house looks like that.
Nice.
I like
Well done. Well done.
Well played, sir. That brings us to house number 4 on the Extra 8 at 8. This is called the Skinny House in Boston, and this involves another pair of really peeved off brothers. They both inherited land from their dad when he died, and one of them was serving in the army during the Civil War. The other built a huge home and left like this tiny little shred of the property for the brother that was at war. So the other brother comes home, and out of spite, well, I mean, what else? He came back and he built the narrow house anyway to block sunlight from the other house.
Nice. It's like,
solid
you want to
move.
pull tricks on me? I'm going to pull tricks on you, brother.
Actually, back before the Civil War, I don't even think they had the Boston accent yet.
Everyone has it.
Boston has always had an accent.
The first person who stepped foot in what is now Boston was like, whoa, this is really weird.
What just happened to me?
I believe it.
I'm late to throw tea off the boat.
No, you got to throw tea off the boat. All right.
Boat.
Whatever it is. It's the boot.
Throw it off the boot.
All right. House number 3 is called the Tyler Spite House. This one is in Frederick, Maryland, and the Dr. Tyler built this house in 1814. He was actually a pretty successful ophthalmologist, and What is an ophthalmologist? I don't know. That's an eye doctor. The city wanted to extend a street that runs right through the middle of this property. So he didn't want that to happen. He did some research and discovered this local law that prohibited the road work if he could start building something. So what he did was he assembled a crew of workers in the middle of the night to pour a concrete foundation. And the road workers for the city showed up the next morning and they said, oh, well, bummer, we're not getting paid. And they canceled the road project. He finished the house later just because he was, he was successful eye doctor, and that's what eye doctors do. They do stuff.
I have a house here, and a house here, and a house here.
Can't you see my houses?
Can you see my houses? Because if you can't, then you should come to my practice.
You should come see me.
House number 2. This one is actually a local favorite. This is the Montlake Spite House. And if you want to see it for yourself, it's a 30-minute drive north of Auburn. Okay, it's built in 1925. There's a couple of stories behind this thing. If you're looking at the picture on our Facebook page, you can see that it's a very tiny building next to a pretty big house. The most interesting story is that the big house owner made an offer to buy the lot next to his, and he lowballed that offer like hard. So what his neighbor did was he built this thing that's only 4.5 feet wide in front and only 820 square feet.
That's crazy.
Just to up the value on his property.
Yeah.
The other story is that the house belonged to a married couple, and when they got divorced, the husband got the house, the wife got the yard. And she built the house on the yard just to spite her ex, which I think is a much more entertaining story.
Yes.
By the way, yeah, and that house, by the way, sold in 2012 for $340,000.
Wait, the big house or the little one?
The little house.
What?
It's a tourist attraction.
Oh, that's very
What?
true. And wait, what did you say the square footage was? Like 800?
820 square feet.
I want to do the math
Ample.
and find out how much they paid per square foot, because that's redonka-donk.
You do this, Snug.
Yeah, do me a favor and crunch those numbers. I'm going to tell them about house number 1 on the Extra 8 a day. These are the top 8 houses built out of spite. And this is the Virginia City Spite House in Virginia City, Nevada. The story behind this house is that there are these two guys in the 1950s, and they hate each other. One of them decides to build the house that's on the left, and the other one moved in right next door to him. So close, in fact, that both of those walls are less than 12 inches apart.
Wow.
He built that house just to block his neighbor's view of whatever it is that they look at in Nevada.
Is there like some kind of code at all for that? Or can they just do
The
whatever
view
the
blocking
hell they
code.
want?
Well, nowadays you can't just, have a piece of property and then
Build all
build stuff
willy-nilly.
on it all by yourself.
Right.
Unless you live in Texas.
Yeah. They're allowed to do stuff in Texas because Jade Helm.
Well, yeah, and Texas is like, oh, you own land? Well, have fun.
Yeah, do whatever you want on it.
Drill for some oil. All right, so I crunched the numbers. That little house, they paid almost $400 a square foot.
$400 a
So
square
to give
foot.
you an idea, a 3,000 square foot house, which is pretty decent size.
Yeah, it
3,000
is.
square foot house.
That's huge.
$1.2 million.
$1.2 million
At that
at
price.
$400 a square foot.
Yep.
Wow.
So
Well, just imagine what you could do if you just built on this property.
yeah, I know, right?
The Virginia City Spite House. So anyway, the guy bought the lot right next door, and he built a house less than 12 inches away, so it blocks the view of his nemesis. And
Dun, dun, dun. Do you like that? Sorry.
that was actually the right sound effect for the job. So to that I say, well played, sir.
Well played, sir. My family actually, my parents almost bought this piece of land next to them just to avoid having neighbors.
Really?
Because the land was so inexpensive at that time. Not to age them or anything, but yeah.
They just didn't want neighbors?
Well, it was up in the mountains and stuff, so they kind of didn't want neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Because they were buying it up there. Well, we ended up getting some pretty cool neighbors, so it worked out for the best. But
Are you referring to Snuggle and his love shack?
No,
yeah.
no, I'm somewhere else. But my parents did the same thing. They just bought 20 acres. They were like, no neighbors.
No neighbors.
Wow. That's a form of isolationism that I have yet to discuss.
It was less trying to get rid of neighbors, actually, and more kind of fear that they were that the government was going to do some deforesting there.
Oh, really? So,
Yeah.
so they did just like the Dr. Tyler guy did. Hey, we're gonna put some improvements on this land. No, you're not.
Unless you buy it.
Yeah, unless you want to buy me outright. Anybody that lives in Burien knows what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
When they built the third runway.
Oh boy.
However, it turned out that the property was too valuable, so they sold it to someone else. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just give us a huge bundle of cash.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, wow, this is prime real estate. Should we just use this for foresting? No.
Nah, we'll profit off of this.
Joe
We'll
Biden
sell
came
this.
by and was like, kind of out in the,
Well, that's when he
out in the
moved. Yeah,
mountains.
when he became my neighbor. So.
Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, we got to take a little break here. We're going to be back with some rages. We got one in the chamber coming up for you next. In the meantime, we're going to play some Black Veil Brides. This is new to the playlist, and it is called Devil in the Mirror. Here's some heavy metal for your morning. All right, jam out, rock on, play it loud. We'll be right back.
And now it's time to climb Mount Dumberest. Who will be the champions and mount their flag at the top? Let's find out in today's installment of Climbing Mount Dumberest.
Welcome back.
Hey, sorry, I was taking thunder right there. Okay. Welcome back to the Friendly Fire Morning Show, and we're just about to play an exciting round of Climbing Mount Dumberest.
It will be exciting because it's going to be me versus the world again, I guess. Because I guess everybody still hates me for my trouncing victory yesterday.
Wait. I won last week.
Yeah, you won last week, but that was last week. This is this week. And I'm the champion, baby.
We have short-term memories.
Yeah.
The past is the past. Best to learn from your mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't beat the host. Don't beat the host.
Do not beat Benjamin.
So, how do we play Mount Dumberest, Dr. Nathan?
All right, so I'm going to give you some facts.
Are they
They
true?
could be real. They could be fake. It's for you to decide. You have to figure out where I'm lying and where I'm telling the truth. And some of them are multiple choice, so you have to figure out what is the truth. You have to swim through the murky waters of false facts to find that one sliver of truth.
I just want to say I've played almost all of the Nancy Drew computer games, so I am pretty freaking good at finding the truth. Like
Gotcha.
all of those criminals, I brought them down.
Well, that's true. Right after reading the guide. Anyways, let's with no further ado, let's jump right into this game. Today's category is video game fun facts.
Booyah, baby.
Yeah.
Bring it.
So bring your A games, boys and girls.
Okay. Buttercup, you just want to step out now, or?
No, I may know something.
Okay.
What was Mario's first job?
He was a plumber.
Was he a plumber? Was he a blacksmith? Or was he a carpenter?
Ben.
Buttercup, we'll go with you first.
Suck it, Ben. He was a plumber.
All right, Snugs?
He was a plumber.
And Ben?
He was a plumber.
And Becky Sue, plumber.
So you're all going to say plumber?
All right.
You are all incorrect. Mario's original job was a carpenter.
What? That's tomfoolery.
Donkey Kong, he was Mario the Carpenter.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I remember that now.
Actually, his original name was Jumpman.
He was originally known as Jumpman. I didn't add that one because that one is actually kind of more widely known. All right, Pac-Man was based off of pizza.
Ben.
True or false? We're going to start with Snugs.
Okay.
I'm going to say true because pizza's delicious.
Becky Sue.
I'm going to say true as well.
All right, Booter Coop.
False.
False. And Ben.
All right, I'm gonna go with true. I think it had something to do with Atari, and they got the pizza delivered to them, and they were eating it up, and they had one slice of pie, and that looked exactly like the Pac-Man.
That's actually kind of what happened. Yes, it wasn't necessarily directly based off of pizza, but they got their inspiration from pizza, so I kind of minced the words around a little, but that's what I got. All right, Matt Damon refused to appear in the recent Bourne Conspiracy game because he thought it was too violent. True or false? Ben, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna go with false on that one. I don't trust anything Matt Damon says.
Matt
or
Damon.
does.
Matt Damon.
All right, Becky Sue.
I'm going to say false.
All right, Buttercup.
Well, I want to say false as well, but I don't want to agree with everybody.
Yeah, because that strategy didn't work out for you great on the last question.
Buttercup.
I'll say false.
Okay. You're going to say false, and what about you, Snugs?
I'll say true. Maybe he's like this crazy hypocrite. He's like, violent movies are okay, but games, that's not cool.
Well, you're actually right. Matt Damon refused to appear in the recent Bourne Conspiracy game because he thought it was too violent. However, apparently he didn't watch his own movie.
Apparently not.
Hey, Matt Damon's not alone in the world of hypocrisy.
All right, I'm forgetting, how do you pronounce the Skyrim Parthenax? Parthenax, okay. I was like, isn't there a weird way to say his name? But anyways, Parthenax is voiced by the same guy who voices Crash Bandicoot. True or false? We'll start with you, Snugs.
Yeah?
You know what? There's a lot of stuff that can manipulate your voice software-wise today, so I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. True.
Okay.
Well, I will tell you this: Parthenax is a popular voice actor, so yes, oftentimes there is a lot of crossover. Just to kind of give you guys a hint.
Yeah.
Buttercup.
True.
True.
Okay.
All right, Ben.
I'm absolutely going true on this one.
All right, Becky Sue.
I'm going to say false.
All right. Well, it's actually false. So
What?
good job. Parthenax was voiced by the same guy who did Mario's voice. Mario and Parthenax are the same.
It's a me, Parthenax.
It's me, Parthenax. All right. There was a Super Mario porn parody,
I'm gonna say
and
true.
it was called Super Hornio.
I'm gonna say true.
You're gonna say true just because you want it to be. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I need to watch
Now,
this.
the question is, there was a Super Mario porn parody. I'll tell you guys that now. However, did I just come up with the name Super Hornio, or is that actually the name of the porn parody?
Either one is equally terrifying.
Yeah, it is. And again, we have to refer to Rule 34 on this one. If it exists, there's naughty movies made of it. So I'm gonna. But was it called that Super Corneo title-o? I'm gonna say no-o.
You're gonna say false? All right, Buttercup. Oh no, you already answered. Snugs or Becky Sue. Both of you answer at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go true.
True?
We're on like Mike Swivel duty to answer, so it'll be a quick half second between answers. I'm gonna say false. I'm with Benjamin on this one.
All right. Well, it's actually true.
Yeah!
Go ahead and go online and watch Ron Jeremy play Super Hornio.
Super Hornio. I'm gonna
Yes.
YouTube it right now.
Oh goodness, I do
Benjamin.
not suggest it.
Benjamin, will you join me in a L?
L.
Yeah, actually, fun fact, Ron Jeremy starred in this right after his first divorce. Alrighty then. Nintendo almost released a knitting game.
Almost
True or
released,
false?
but didn't really.
And it used a knitting controller. True or false?
Almost released.
I'm gonna say true because that's just insane.
Well, it sounds just weird enough to be true. I will go ahead and say true as well.
All right.
I think so. I think they were like, all right, we got bowling, we got golf, they're like, knitting. And then they're like, all right, fine.
My
And then they
aunt would
canceled it.
love that game.
I'll say true.
All right.
I'm going to say false.
You're going to say false? Well, Becky Sue, sorry that you're the black sheep in this situation, but it's true. They had this special knitting controller and everything. However, they had one major problem. The beta testers died of old age.
This was for the Wii, right?
No, I believe it was the NES.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see. Let's do another multiple choice. Atari is a Japanese word that actually means success or
Atari.
play
Ben,
or
do you know
fun.
this?
Atari
Yes.
means play or success.
Play, fun, or success.
Oh, it's multiple choice, so we
Yes.
choose play, fun, or
Oh,
success.
okay. Oh boy.
I feel like you should know this, Ben. No pressure.
Well, yeah, because I'm the only one who speaks an Asian language here.
Yeah.
So
Wait, I thought you spoke Japanese.
no, I speak Chinese.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. What was it? Play, success, and
Fun.
fun. I'm gonna go with play.
All right.
I don't know. Back then, Nintendo foresaw their success, so I'm gonna say fun.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go with play.
All right.
I'm going to go with Snug and say fun as well.
All right.
Nobody chose success.
Yeah, no one chose success. People apparently did not think that Atari was going to be successful, but you're all wrong. Atari stands for success. Nothing gives me more joy when it's multiple choice and 4 people don't choose one out of the 3 answers that's correct.
Let's think about this logically. Out of the 5 of us here, how many own an Atari?
0.
0.
I actually have an Atari.
How successful is it, actually?
I have an Atari.
1 out of 5. That's not very successful.
It's because I'm a hipster, though. No, it's not
You
why
and
at
your
all.
beanie.
You don't have a big enough beard to be a hipster. I think we'll let you live.
Okay, cool. I was first to do things, guys. I'm cool, I swear. An entire NES game is 2.5 times smaller than an iPhone picture. True or false?
Oh boy, an average iPhone picture is golly, probably about 500 kilobytes.
What generation iphone?
Ew, Snugs.
Doesn't matter.
You have basic white girl face going on.
Because they haven't
so
updated
hard.
the camera in like 6 years.
2.5. You said 2.5 times smaller than the average iPhone picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess false on that one. I think it's way more.
All right.
I'm with Benjamin. False.
So you think it's way smaller or way bigger?
I think the ratio is much larger. And the picture would be like way more than 2.5 times bigger.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm with Benjamin.
I'm going to say true.
You're going to say true? All right, Becky Sue?
I'm going to say false.
You're going to say false? Well, it's actually true.
Nope, wrong one. There we go.
Yeah!
An entire NES game
10 kilobytes
could fit inside a iPhone picture, a standard iPhone picture, which is typically about the same size, depends on how much light it gets. Anyways, a typical NES game is around 6 megabytes.
Yeah, 6 megabytes, yeah.
It's usually somewhere to 6 to 10, but 6 is kind of the average. All right, Mario... It was originally red and brown. Everyone knows that from the original game. However, Luigi, player 2, was going to be blue and brown rather than his green and blue that he turned out to be. True or false?
He was going to be green and brown?
No,
sorry,
he was
blue
originally
and brown.
he was originally going to be blue and brown. Now, the reasoning that they chose the colors, just a little bit of history right here. The reason they chose the colors was because of the pixels that they had to choose from.
Yeah, they had a very limited palette.
Now, they didn't have, the reason they didn't have blue pixels as their overalls was because blue blends in with the background. Now, with that little piece of information, was Luigi originally going to be blue and brown?
I would guess that. Actually that'd be false. I think he was originally meant to be yellow and brown.
All right.
I think probably Nintendo consulted Chris Brown and Rihanna, and they were going to make it black and blue.
Oh my god.
No, they consulted the Backstreet Boys.
Oh no!
The Black and Blue album. Yes, Ben.
There you go.
All right, Buttercup, what do you think?
I'm gonna say true.
You're going to say true? All right. Becky Sue?
I'm going to say false.
You're going to say false? Well, it is actually false. Luigi was originally, actually, I believe that Ben is right. I do not have that information.
Yellow and brown.
Exactly in front of me, but yes, I think it was yellow and brown, which turned out to be later become Wario. And Wario was...
And he's nasty, so he can keep those colors.
Wario is the opposite of Mario. He's apparently also like a goblin thing, too.
Yeah.
Popeye was the original Super Mario. True or false?
False.
False?
False.
False.
I want to say false, but I feel like this may be a trick question because this is so obscure.
All right.
False.
Okay. Are we all going false on this one?
Thank you.
It's me. It's because of Mario.
All right. Well, it's actually true. So, thank you for that. Nintendo originally wanted to make a Popeye video game. However, they could not obtain the license to use him in their video game, so they created their very own Mario and Donkey Kong and Princess Peach.
iPop.
Hashtag lawyers.
Yeah. Nintendo, and this is our final question for climbing Mount Dumberest. Nintendo 64 sold over 100 million units worldwide. That part Okay, and making it the most successful game system yet.
What year was that?
Sorry, let me rephrase that.
Yeah, how about we go? How about we take one more stab at the question?
Nintendo 64 sold over 100 million units worldwide, making it the most successful game system in the world yet.
As of then, that was what, 97 something?
Or is that as of today? It's sold 100 million.
As of today.
Really?
As of today, it would be the most successful game system.
Still the most successful.
Well, it actually doesn't sound all that out of left field. I mean, in an age where even the PS3 didn't make it 10 years, and neither did the Xbox 360. So
True.
The technology is constantly being updated, and the old systems are thrown out. So, it sounds just too good to be true. That's why I'm going false.
All right. Now, do remember that the Nintendo 64 pretty much had no rival. I mean, there's the Dreamcast and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually later,
Okay.
the Xbox came out around the same time as GameCube. So there wasn't too much of a split market for the Nintendo 64.
And just remember that the Dreamcast wasn't a competitor to anything.
Pretty much. I'm gonna go and say false too.
You're going to say false?
I'll say true.
You're going to say true?
Yep.
I think it made more than 100 million or so. I think the number's wrong.
Okay.
I'm with Buttercup. I'm going to say true.
You're going to say true? All right. Well, it's actually false.
Dang it!
It is false. Nintendo 64 did not sell over 100 million units worldwide. That part is also false. It's also not the most successful game system in the world. The most successful game system, surprisingly, that sold 100 million units worldwide was the Game Boy.
The Game Boy.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Game
sense.
Boy was actually unrivaled and continues to be the unrivaled portable playing device. All of Nintendo's portable playing devices really doesn't have a competitor besides cell phones, which is kind of a separate category.
Yeah, it really is. You can't compare platform gaming to games for your mobile device.
Yeah.
And then some people have like the PSPs, and you're just like, why?
Go away.
PS Vita.
PS Vita. Sounds like a Coldplay song.
I play these games I used to own. All right, well, that is climbing Mount Dumberest.
Who won? I mean, who lost?
Yeah,
I
Absolutely lost.
I have to crunch the numbers, but Buttercup, I'm pretty sure you won.
I guess I won one, because I freaking suck.
No,
You should, like, fly.
I think you won the game, Buttercup. I believe you got the most correct out of everyone. You were the only, because everyone kind of stayed on the same page throughout the entire thing.
Actually,
but Buttercup deviated twice, and I'm not sure if that actually got her to the win. But let me crunch the numbers real quick. We're gonna go to break right now, and we'll be back with some more friendly fire.
Yeah, this one is going out to Adam, who just called the studio from Federal Way. He wanted to hear a Paris song, and Adam, this one is for you. This is Holy by Paris. Friendly Fire will be right back after this.
I say we eat the donkey, Alan. What else are you going to do with a donkey?
Teach it to sit on its arse and eat sugar cubes. That's what else.
Hey, it's your buddy Benjamin and everybody from Friendly Fire Mornings. Welcome back. Well, we have reached the end of our show, and we hope that you were tuned in for all of it. We had a rousing game of Mount Dumberest, and we got through the extra 8 okay. We had a pretty good say goodbye for you. But the time has come for us to say goodbye for the week, and that's kind of a bummer, isn't it?
Oh, we're not raging?
No, we're not going to rage.
Oh, I was all prepared for a
I know,
rage.
so was I.
I was prepared for a rage too.
Okay, you know what? If you guys want to rage, you can go ahead and
Now,
rage.
I'm gonna say, now I have a new rage, and I'm gonna save that for next week.
I have a quick rage.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, okay, here's my rage. All right, I'm mad because I live on 20 acres of property out in the foothills.
Poor baby.
No. Shut up, let me finish. I'm gonna let you finish. All right, so we live on 20 acres. We get some wild animals. There's like deer, there's some elk and stuff. It's pretty cool. So like we've seen a bear like twice. We've seen some coyotes and some pumas and whatever, bobcats, whatever you want to call them, cougars, as the British would call them, cougars.
Cougars.
And
Stop being such a
my
cute guy.
rage is that they're all so small. The bears we saw, it's like if you saw Jurassic World, they're like, we want them bigger and, scarier. I kind of want to see a big bear. I kind of want to see like a pack of ravenous coyotes or something that's like whoa, that's cool. Instead, I see like a cat-sized coyote. I'm like, that's just pathetic. How come the lame wildlife hangs out by my house and like a bear that's the size of a dog? It's like, grow up, bear, and come back.
Okay, I will tell you why, and that's because you're not leaving bear-sized proportions out for it to
Yeah, I know.
eat.
It can't grow bigger like the fish in the
I'm
ocean.
leaving it the bare necessities.
One
the
peanut,
simple bare necessities.
I just feel like there should be more cool, exciting wildlife, or like wolves.
Well,
like,
back when I lived up on the mountain in No Man's Land, we had a black bear up there that was huge.
See,
it was pretty cool. And we would also get herds of elk just running through our property.
So we've seen herds of elk, but that's not super dangerous. Like, I want to see a bear that's like the size of my car.
Tell you
It's just
what.
like,
so you want like a grizzle.
a grizzle.
Grizzle
I want to
bear.
see some grizzle up in this hizzle.
Get some grizzle up in there.
Hey, Snuggles, I think you should maybe just go to the zoo and jump into the bear den if you want to live life on the edge.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. I live out in the wilderness. It's okay. It's like that movie, The Edge, with Anthony Hopkins. I'm like a bear whisperer. It's okay. And then I'd get mauled or something. And
Yeah.
they'd be
Well,
sad.
no, you do the move from Jurassic World. Hold on.
Hey, I see you, Blue. I see you there. Don't you sneak up behind me. I'm Chris Pratt.
And then you would train the bears.
Then I would train the bears, yeah, and then I'd have attack bears.
I need those.
Then you got to get that tattoo, bear trainer.
I'd have to get the rights from Putin, though.
Well, that's true. Putin does own all bear training.
But basically, this is a message for all you wild animals listening to this show that live around my house.
Yo, hit the
Come
gym.
see me. hit the gym. Bro, do you even lift berries and stuff, bear? Come on.
berries and burrs.
Anyways, just I want to see big animals.
I learned that that this was the Ben show today.
Yeah, it kind of was, and I really hosed up parts of it. So you're welcome.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're
Ben.
beautiful, Ben. He's
We
digging.
love you.
Just Buttercup, just let it go because he's digging for compliments.
Oh, I'm just chock full of compliments, though.
Aw,
That's what I'm here for.
thank
I got you, boo.
Yeah, Ben was extremely early for the show today, and both me and Snugs were
Pretty late.
pretty much here on right as the show
Well, as
started.
you guys heard, Director Dave had to take my place for the first opening segment.
Well, because you were so busy at the corporate meeting.
Yeah, it's not my fault. It's corporate.
Yeah.
I mean, and by corporate,
You were
I mean my
tied
dad,
up.
but that's okay.
And Biden was trying to have me go out and get drinks with him, and I was telling him, no, man, I can't
Biden.
do that.
After 8 o'clock, at least.
I have a curfew. All right. I learned today that Donald Trump is not above cell shaming his opponents, and I'm pretty sure that after this incident with Gawker, he's gonna have to answer to some stuff when the Republicans come around and debate. Because, it's probably just going to be a mudslinging competition.
Yeah.
That's what it really will be, and that's the blood sport.
That's what it is in every group, though. The Libertarians, well, they probably don't deal with that because they have one candidate. But then the Democrats do as well, so...
The Libertarians are like, go out there, go on. And their one candidate's like, but there's a lot of people
There's
out
16 of them.
There's 16 of them.
Big and scary.
Show them what we can do. He's like, can we do anything?
Can we?
Can we? They're like, yeah, sure.
Hey,
go
but
on.
guys, Libertarians keep on getting more and more votes every year. So instead of being their 1%, they were 1.1%.
1.01. Woo! They got another voter. I learned today that the only thing crazier than Donald Trump is his hair.
Yeah.
That's
True
what
that.
it is.
True that, man.
Yeah.
How is this? Wait a minute. His hair is crazier than he is? Or is he crazier than his hair?
Both. I don't know. That's
Okay.
just a whole nest of craziness right there.
He looks ridiculous, and he has ridiculous thoughts running through his head.
Yep.
Okay. I follow you there.
You know what I learned today, guys?
What did you learn?
I learned that Super Hornio Bros is a thing, but I'm quite disappointed by it because it's
production
such a
quality?
low budget film.
Yeah, its production quality is pretty low. I should have warned you of that.
Ben's looking at me all wide-eyed. Yes, I watched a clip.
Okay, I need to say something in Super Hornio Brothers' defense. Okay,
Why?
we're talking about pornography from the 1980s. Okay, they really didn't have a script.
Well, they didn't have to compete with internet porn, so they
Yeah.
basically were like, well, what?
We can
It
do
doesn't
whatever
matter
we want.
what we do. We can just like throw this in a movie store and people will buy it.
They told the actors, they're like, okay, play this game and then just do stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just improv it.
we're gonna turn on the camera. You go.
You just do your thing.
But yeah, I hear what you're saying about production quality. A lot like the show.
Yeah, a lot like this show.
They need to
We're
get
on Super Hornio Bros level.
They need to get
Oh, I
J.J.
wish.
Abrams. They need to get J.J. Abrams all over a remake of that.
Explosions up the
Lens
wazoo.
flares.
Can I be
Wait.
Peach?
Hey guys, explosions up the wazoo.
Ba-dum-ba.
Yuck! I just.
Wait, how are you guys taking that? Because that's just like a figure of speech, right? Anyways, let's put a nail in this.
Yeah,
coffin.
we need to leave before we get kicked off.
I just got a quick text from corporate that our new sponsor is Prime Rib. So
Prime rib.
Yep.
We're gonna prime rib it.
I think we're gonna prime rib it.
Okay. From all of us at Friendly Fire, we'll see you.
Frogs.
Let's McRib it.